Hello Internet, and welcome to another video of Worlds preparation recorded in the past. So if you saw Monday's video and yesterday's video, then you will see that, you'll see the team that I'm using. I've done a few games on Showdown already, and we're about to just jump in and do some more. But I'm using this time just to basically de-rust a little bit. I've not played VGC for a long time. Get a bit more used to this team, although, I have been building this since the end of January, so, like I said in Monday's video, so I am pretty comfortable with it, but it's just kind of, I don't know, tuning into what the metagame is, getting a feel for what people are using and what kind of moves they make and all that kind of stuff as well, too, so, let's do some games, again. I was hoping to have climbed the ladder a little bit. If you saw yesterday's video, it's an interesting team. Then I was hoping to sort of break into the 1,700s on here, which, I know isn't super high and all the rest of it, but, I mean, it's a target to aim for. The other problem is that, I am recording this all at once, a week or a few days, I guess, before the World Championships start. So, although I've not played this person, there is a chance that the next person I get paired up with is someone that I played in yesterday's video as well, which isn't really the best when sort of preparing. But either way, they've got a pretty offensive team as well. So I'm forced to lead with my Whimsicott here. But I'm actually going to go with my Kyurem and Whimsicott. With Calyrex in the back, of course, and I have to take my Regieleki as well, I believe, so no Butterfree in this game. Okay, Whimsicott, Regieleki, that's fine. So I'm going to Icy Wind here, and I'm pretty sure my Whimsicott survives an Airstream from a Regieleki. So unless they're doubling into my Whimsicott as well, I think I should be okay just to do this, but... Okay, they don't Dynamax either. So they have a similar-ish idea. I knock out their Whimsicott though, so I have got to Tailwind this turn, but it does mean that I've got an extra turn of Tailwind on them at the end. Yeah, okay, so here's the Calyrex. But I'm just going to Icy Wind, because as long as I get this Icy Wind off, my Calyrex is going to be faster. I have got my Regieleki in the back as well. Okay. They are probably going to be Airstreaming here then. My Kyurem's not going to survive this. Oh, they're just Max Darkness. Well, that was potentially a mistake then. Because if they Airstreamed, our Regielekis would be speed tying, but their Calyrex would be faster than both of my Pokemon. Yeah, so that's not a great turn really, and now, well, I can. I've got options here, but I'm not sure which one I want to take. They know my Regieleki is the fastest thing on the field. There could be choice specs with their Calyrex. We didn't see the item, we didn't see a sash or anything on Whimsicott. It could be a sash on the Calyrex. I think they protect the Calyrex. I think I'm safe to protect my Calyrex and Dynamax Airstream, potentially break a sash on their, on their Calyrex. But get the speed boost on my Calyrex safely as well. That was the idea, that was the hope. Because, yeah, if they do just fire a Max Darkness off, it's just going to knock me out there, isn't it? So this is actually still not a good position to be in, because, yeah. Maybe I have to Astral Barrage and Max Darkness. Do you think a -1 special offense Regieleki I'm just wondering, do I need to Max Darkness into the Regieleki for the damage, or do I do it into the Kyogre, which I know can't Max Guard? I'm going to do it into the Kyogre, which I know can't Max Guard, and hoping this does still knock Regieleki out here, but if it's Assault Vested Regieleki, they might still survive this, and this might just be... Yeah, that's not good. But I don't think a Max Darkness would have knocked out their Regieleki there either. So, This has turned into a pretty poor game for us now. Yeah. Ah, that's all right. We've lost. That's annoying. That's annoying. That's annoying. What happened here? I wish there was a button to forfeit, because I don't really want to show them the rest of my team. So I'm just going to type it out. Yeah, I don't want to show them like any more information about my team, basically. So I'm just going to forfeit there. But that's annoying, because that's a game that I feel like I should have been winning. So turn 1 was fine, right? We knock out their Whimsicott, lower the speed on their Regieleki. The problem was this turn. That was a lot of damage. Maybe... I'm not going to do any calculations now, but maybe this is the kind of thing where I should know that Astral Barrage calculation. Maybe that was Choice Specs damage. I'm not sure. Oh, I don't know, maybe if it was Specs, you'd think it'd one-shot Whimsicott, wouldn't you? I don't know. But so this is like one of them like VGC games that have been going around on Twitter. Like, how do we win the game from here? Because unless I know that damage calculation, I've got to respect the sash on Calyrex. And we did just see Max Darkness, so we can't just let Calyrex sit in front of their Regieleki. So... And I have to Airstream, else it's a speed tie between Calyrexes. So unless I'm really calling for them, like if I'm really predicting for them to swap their Calyrex out, I have to Airstream. And I have to protect, don't I? Yeah, I have to do what I did, don't I? Okay, so that's that. Now this turn, I was thinking Max Guard Astral Barrage, but I was thinking they could Max Guard the Regieleki, potentially, to stop the drop. Would that have been too bad, though? Because the Kyogre would have survived just an Astral Barrage. Oh, yeah, it would have. Maybe I should have gone for the Max Darkness into the Regieleki, but I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure on the calculations. I'm not sure if a Max Darkness would have done the amount to it that it survived on. Like, we haven't been intimidated or anything, so maybe that would have been the move. But yeah, does Max Darkness do 26% to a Dynamax Regieleki? Maybe. Would be close. Yeah, okay, alright. That's that game looked through and analysed. Let's see if we can climb. Come on, let's see if we can actually climb in this video then. But to climb, we need to win games. One thing, one positive that I can take away from this whole session so far, even though we haven't really... I mean, I guess we are technically up points, but one positive that I can take is that I have been thinking through my turns. And that is a habit that I sort of got out of, just, casually playing Showdown, here and there. You just sort of get into the habit of making moves without really thinking about them. But, okay, this person's got... So this sort of team, from what I gather, is quite popular now as well. I do think they'll lead with Tornadus, and probably Zacian too. But again, they've got Tailwind, so I'm kind of forced to lead with my Whimsicott. They always Icy Wind first turn, though, if you've got a Whimsicott. So you know what? Maybe I actually lead with Calyrex. That's an idea. And keep Kyurem and Regieleki. Kyurem and Regieleki are the two important ones in the back. Okay, they've actually led with Kyogre. Should have led with Kiram. They always tended to lead with Zacian, but I guess that's not the case here, is it? But we'll Astral Barrage. And because their Katana is going to be a problem in the back, and the Zacian is going to be a problem in the back as well. I have to Tailwind because they can just Tailwind Water Spout. Okay, they do Dynamax, so at least they've used that up. I imagine there's going to be an Icy Wind here. Yep, always the same. But now I can bring my Regieleki in. So does the Kyogre max guard here? Like, what are you going to do about this? Like, they'll waste their Dynamax if they just swap it into Landorus. And I'm going to Encore the Tornadus. I have seen some Mental Herb Tornadus as well. That's not one of them, though. But they got a priority Icy Wind off there. Because they must have been going for Tailwind themselves. And here's the Landorus. Okay, so at least the Kyogre's gone. That's good. But now we're actually in a tricky position because Kyurem can only do so much because it's choice locked. So I will Airstream. I guess I'll just Moonblast. Oh wow, that actually knocks Regieleki out. Okay, Life Orb. I thought would survive otherwise. But now again, I'm not going to reveal any more information about my team, so I'm just gonna attempt to spell the word forfeit. There we go. Okay. They were rated quite highly as well. What went wrong here? The lead went wrong here. Normally against teams like this, I would lead with Whimsicott and Kyurem. But I was just thinking, I'll try and do something a bit different because they always lead with Zacian. If I led with Kyurem here, the game would have looked a lot more manageable. Because then I would have had Calyrex in the back for the Zacian. Yeah, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Like, games like that are annoying because, well, again, I feel like I should have won. But maybe not from that lead. So is the lead that important? Yes, it is, I guess. Also, in all these games on Showdown, you've not seen my Urshifu do anything, have you? Which does also make me think, well, maybe is there a better Pokemon for that slot? But, you know, when it comes, it's good. So this person is surely going to lead with, well, I don't know. This is an awkward team to go against. Ooh. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated now with how these games have gone. But it's all these little tiny choices that contribute to the end result. If I'd led differently in that last game, it would have been a different game. That's all I just have to think about that now. So let's go with Butterfree and Kyurem, with Calyrex and Regieleki. Okay, so again another Zacian Grimmsnarl. That seems to be a very comfortable lead for people, doesn't it? Against my team. And I always tend to sleep powder the Grimmsnarl. That's annoying. Okay, so again, I've lost my Kyurem turn 1. Grimmsnarl goes to sleep though. And now I get to bring in Calyrex. I could protect and try and sleep powder. Or I could rage powder and nasty plot. I think I'm going to rage powder and nasty plot. If I do get, okay, yeah, I was kind of thinking they would protect the Zacian there as well. So now I am definitely rage powdering because the Grimmsnarl can wake up and does, but gets the light screen off. Okay, doesn't trick or anything. And Butterfree goes down to its sash. Okay, so okay, don't get paralyzed, which is good. Quick attack and Thunder Wave. Okay, all right. So that is one thing that I have noticed lately. A lot more quick attack Zacian, which has probably cost me this game. I mean, we have still got a +3 Calyrex. What can we do with it? Let's see if this does anything. Okay, yep, so that's neutralized. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, Pokemon, you do test us sometimes, don't you? I don't think that would have done a massive amount of damage, but it would have been nice to see. Grimmsnarl would be gone. Palkia would have taken a good chunk of damage. Okay, so we would have knocked it out without that full paralysis. I mean, it happens, doesn't it? Can't really. Yeah, alright, well, this game's over then, isn't it? Last turn of light screen. But yeah, there's the Quake. And no, they've only got a Snarl as an attack. Okay. So we'll try Astral Barrage here then. Oh, they've actually got Protect on Palkia. And we get paralyzed anyway. Alright, okay. Well, that's that. That's that. Oh, this is fun, isn't it? What happened in that last game? What actually happened? Yep. We were looking at quick attack. That's what happened. Quick attack. If it wasn't for quick attack, the game would have looked a lot different. Because... or would it? Because they would have had to have... well, the game would have... yeah, the game would have been a lot different. Okay. Right, okay. Okay. Calm, Barry. It's all right. Maybe we'll want Urshifu in this? Like, Regieleki is good for the Thundurus and for their Calyrex. Urshifu obviously is good for their Calyrex as well. I'm going to go with Regieleki. just because that's what I'm most comfortable with. And again, I'm just going to Sleep Powder and Icy Wind. Yeah, Grimmsnarl, that is one of the problems with this team. I don't really have any way to prevent the Grimmsnarl just from spaffing all over us, do I? They could protect Calyrex here, but it just depends on if they know if Calyrex is faster or not. Like, Calyrex is still, assuming they're max speed, Calyrex is still faster than Butterfree. So I'll try and protect an Icy Wind, but okay, they don't protect their Calyrex. Oh, they actually Snarl. Okay. Well, now a Butterfree is faster than their Calyrex, unless they wake up and get the Paralysis, which they could go for. So that was their guaranteed turn of sleep last turn. It's a 1 in 3 chance that they wake up now. But I am going to take the... Am I going to take the risk? Well, apparently I am going to take the risk. Okay. They have to try and Thunderwave my Calyrex, don't they? So I could just protect it and Sleep Powder, but then obviously if they do the Butterfree instead, like, Rage Powder seems like the safer move here. Oh, Trick, okay. Iron Ball. Alright, okay. So my Butterfree is still... Ah, it is the Thundurus. That's not what I want to see. I've got Regieleki in the back, though, at least. And this next Astral Barrage should knock their Grimmsnarl out. Do I have to Rage Powder here? No, but if I do, it prevents them from Thunderwaving the Calyrex. And I do kind of want to get this guaranteed Astral Barrage off. But if I don't, then I could potentially Sleep Powder the Thundurus. Okay. So I could have Sleep Powdered. I could have Sleep Powdered here. And it's probably Groudon in the back. Okay, Life Orb Thundurus. So yeah, Sleep Powder would have been quite nice here. But Regieleki is still faster than Thundurus. So I think I have to... actually, this is just a bit of a call now, isn't it? Because I have to Airstream. But do I just attack here? And if I attack, if they're Thundurus max guards, then I'm just going to attack. I'm just going to attack. Yeah, that is what I was fearing. But this should still do a lot of damage to the Groudon. Yeah, it doesn't knock it out, but yeah, still good damage. And my Calyrex is now faster than their Thundurus. Yeah, okay, so good. That worked out. That worked out. Good. Feels like a struggle to win these games, but I mean, I am decided. This is the team that I'm using at Worlds. Again, like, I have been building it since the end of January. I am comfortable with it. I do know what to do with it most of the time. And this is actually a game that I'm going to go with Butterfree and Urshifu, but this isn't a comfortable game. But this is the first Ice Calyrex team that we've seen in all of these games. Maybe in like Monday's video, I was like, oh yeah, we'll just do 2 like Showdown videos and then we'll move on to the Switch. Maybe we're going to have like, that's not good. Maybe we're going to have like a full week of Showdown videos. I don't know. Well, Palkia still can Trick Room here, but I have to try and Sleep Powder the Palkia. They can just Electro Web and knock the Butterfree out. But if they don't knock it out, it's getting Sleep Powdered. And I'm just going to try and Wicked Blow the Regieleki. Okay, no Trick Room. But I'm losing one of my Pokemon. I'm losing my Urshifu. Okay. I bet it's Goggles. Okay. In the best of 3... maybe we'd play this, well, we would play this differently, game 2, but this is just one of the things that, you know, that just, just does us in. Just does us in. Like, Electro Web, I can't Rage Powder away like a Dragon Attack from the Palkia. Kieran probably will still be faster though, so I am actually going to go for a Freeze Dry into the Palkia, just try and get some damage into it. I'm assuming they're not Timid Max Speed. Yeah, that's a good chunk of damage. And we freeze it. Okay. Still not really in the best of positions though. But that did make things a little bit better. Because do I mind if Calyrex takes an Electro Web? Maybe not against a team like this. This is one of the opportunities where I actually want to look at, see in the chat if they're actually saying anything. Right, well obviously I'm going to go for an Astral Barrage. Regieleki could Thor and like Thunder my Calyrex or something, like that wouldn't be good. But I've been given this position, I have to take it. Mimikyu is the only thing in the back that could be a problem for us. So I'm actually going to swap Kyurem for Butterfree here. Since we know the goggles are not on Mimikyu. So Calyrex and Mimikyu, yeah, right. Yeah, this still isn't good. Right, I'm going to Dynamax that, which should allow us to take like a Shadow Sneak, and I'm just going to Sleep Powder the Mimikyu. Because if the Shadow Sneak Butterfree, then they're not Trick Rooming with Mimikyu. No Focus Sash on Calyrex. And no Lumberry on Mimikyu. Okay. So, okay, right. We got very, very jammy here, obviously. But that's what you get for running Safety Goggles Palkia. That is the... that is the... yeah, oh, man, this guy's rated 1,863 as well. I do feel bad. But I want some rating points as well. I want to start playing some people higher up on the ladder. This was the single dumbest game of Pokemon I have played in my entire life. Well, look, honestly, if that's true, you haven't played much Pokemon, have you? Like, the funny thing, we both agree I should have destroyed you, right? See, this is why I always have ignore, like, players on or whatever it's called. Yeah, ignore spectators, ignore opponents. Because, like, you know, if you're that annoyed that you really want to type to your opponent, oh, I should have won. Like, yeah, I know, like, you should have won. Like, but if you have to tell me, like, then, oh man, then you're clearly 16 years old. Oh no, my rating is so low. Oh no. Yeah, this surely this is like a senior or something, like. And yeah, no disrespect to seniors. I'm sure there's a lot of, you know, mature seniors, but I mean, we all know that, like, you know, Pokemon Showdown can be a very frustrating game, a very frustrating thing to play, and it's just when it gets to this, it's like, what's the point? What's the point? That's why I always have ignore everything on, and I don't type anything myself as well. I was kind of hoping for a third freeze there as well. Alright, well, funnily enough, we are now back up to pretty much where we started the whole the whole week. Oh man, look, he wants to have a rematch. Just get lost, man. Just, it happens in Pokemon. Look, I'm not sorry. You just have to accept it. How many games have I played where I've lost to, you know, like a 97% sleep powder miss, you know, or something like that? You know, it just happens. It just happens. So before he types any more, oh, okay, I'm just gonna, yeah, just get rid of that. So this is that Sun team, isn't it? What I have been doing against this is just leading Butterfree Kyurem with Calyrex and Regieleki in the back. That tends to be my normal strategy. Yeah, they always lead with these. So one thing that we've taken from all of these games on Showdown that we've done is that a lot of people just lead with Zacian and Grimmsnarl into this, and it's not the greatest lead for me, but at least we do have some options. I could Earth Power that and put it in Astral Barrage range. I could potentially Sleep Powder it. I could Sleep Powder the Grimmsnarl. Yeah, this is my plan. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, the light screen means that it's definitely not in Astral Barrage range now. But Grimmsnarl has got a guaranteed sleep turn next turn. And I can either Rage Powder here or put the Zacian to sleep. And potentially a Nasty Plot. I could also Hurricane into the Grimmsnarl. I don't think the Zacian will protect this turn. But it could, just because from their perspective they're thinking there's no downside to protecting. So I am actually going to make a bit of a call. Okay, yeah. Makes sense from the opponent's point of view, doesn't it? Like, they protect the Zacian, I can't put it to sleep. Calyrex isn't doing anything to Grimmsnarl, so, you know, it's a free protect. But called it correctly. So now the Grimmsnarl can start waking up, so I am going to start going for Rage Powders here. And it does. It does. And a lagging tail. Okay, that's kind of annoying because I hoped that Butterfree would stick around next turn. It doesn't really matter too much if it tricks one of my Pokemon, but if they've got Thunder Wave, then that is going to be annoying. So Like, if I protect Calyrex and just wild charge the Grimmsnarl, the Zacian could just knock out my Regieleki, potentially. Grimmsnarl is confused. Do I want to take the odds there? You know what? I'm gonna do that. Okay, that's fine. So they took my spell tag away. That's good because I get another Grimnade boost here. They took my spell tag away. They gave my Calyrex a Focus Sash. So now I'm finally the one using Focus Sash Calyrex. And now I can just go for Max Darknesses, can't I? The Zacian in the back is in range of everything. So yeah, I can just Max Darkness and do stuff. I will Darkness the Gastrodon just because I think that's least likely to Dynamax and Max Guard. Yeah, it doesn't really matter that it protects. I just wanted the special defense drops are the most important thing. So they're at -1. I'm at +3, but they've got Light Screen and they're potentially Assault Vested. Yeah, that still didn't do much damage. Okay, so Light Screen has gone now. Light Screen has gone now. Gastrodon's going to swap into Zacian here to sacrifice it, I think. So I'm just gonna do this. Okay, it's not. Good, Calyrex. It's been a long time since we've had like a Calyrex sweep like that. Hey, and look at that, we're in the 1700. How about that? And this video is 37 minutes long. Okay, so, all right, so as you've seen in these 3 videos, I don't feel super confident with this team. I'm comfortable with it, but I'm not super confident in the team. Because there's a lot of things that I just can't handle well. Like Grimmsnarl can always just do something to my team, and everyone has a Grimmsnarl. It's taken me, what, like, you know, pretty much 2 hours to climb from 1690 to 1712. We did get very lucky in that last game. And maybe we did get unlucky in some other games as well. But I don't know. It's hard to know. I think I'm going to stop here for this video. I'm undecided if I'm going to continue playing a few more games on Showdown, or if I'm just going to go onto the Switch now, because again, like, you know, this is the Sunday before Worlds, and I've not played a game on my Switch with this team, so I need to get used to playing on the Switch again. So we'll see what happens. We'll finish this video here. Tomorrow will either be another Showdown, if I'd fancy playing on this again, or I'll just start on the Switch and we'll have all the nice fancy animations, and we'll see how it goes in that. So, okay. I don't know. I don't feel satisfied. I don't feel like this has been a good showing for the team, has it? And I feel like we did win a few games because our opponents made questionable moves as well. But, I don't know, like in that last game, like Goggles Palkia, like if I'd known, like, you know, in a best of 3, a game 2 of a best of 3, then I'd play differently. And they didn't Trick Room turn 1, so there was still play for me in that game. But it's all information, isn't it? Like, surprise Goggles, surprise Lumberries, not the best for this. But anyway, we'll finish now. And tomorrow, come and join me tomorrow. Let's find out what I'm going to be doing. It's either going to be more Showdown, or we'll just move to the Switch. But yeah, okay. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this still. I hope it's interesting for you. You know, at least one thing I do bring is unique teams. You know, innovative teams, different teams. Something a bit more interesting than watching people spam Zacian and Grimmsnarl every single game. So yeah, okay. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye for now.